to the 9 Keys of Lean Communication. Just as a reminder, my name is Jack Malcolm, and if you're watching this, it's because you attended one of my Lean Communication workshops. You'll probably recall from the workshop that Lean Communication is a reasonably simple concept, but it takes awareness, discipline, and practice just to make sure you're getting the full potential of maximizing value while minimizing waste. I've created this video to give you some reminders of the 9 keys of lean communication to bring that awareness back to the top of your mind, but the discipline and practice are up to you. So I'm going to show you a graphic that outlines all 9 keys to lean communication, then I'll go through each one individually. As you can see from this graphic, there are 9 keys to lean communication to make sure that we're adding value, we're organizing, we're getting rid of waste, we are being transparent and making work visible, and we are applying the pull principle. So let's go through these one by one. The first key to lean communication is answer the question. If somebody asks you a question, you answer the question that was asked and only the question that was asked, and then if they want more, they will ask for that. Now, if you are the one approaching somebody and you want them to do something, either make a decision or to take effective action, then the question is quite simple. What do you want me to do, and why do you want me to do it? Now, the why is something that requires key number 2, which is outside-in thinking. Outside-in thinking is taking the perspective of the other person, putting yourself in their shoes, and giving them the reasons why they should want to do, and more importantly, why they should need to do what you want them to do. That requires a lot of preparation, it requires a lot of knowledge, and it requires a lot of getting outside of your own interest and looking at the interests of the other person. The third principle is top-down organization. There is so much that you know and that you can say about your topic that you don't have a whole lot of time to do that, and people aren't going to sit through the entire explanation. So what you want to do is you want to start from the top down. Give them the bottom line up front. Give them the main point. Then the next layer is your reasoning, and the layer below that is the evidence that supports that reasoning. When you start from the top down, people will listen until they've heard enough. Key number 4, you'll recall my favorite 2 words, so what. The so what filter is what you use to filter out the information that's coming out of your mouth or out of your pen on the email. Remember that you want to look at the 4I test. There's information that's integral to your point, you need to cover that, and there's information that may or may not be important depending on the person that you're presenting to. So you want the integral and the important, and use the so what filter to take out the merely interesting, and most importantly, to take out the irrelevant. Key number 5 is transparent logic. And transparent means both transparent to yourself, i.e. outline your logic before you make a presentation so that everything fits in its place and so you can figure out where your weak points are. And then second, make that logic transparent to the other person by using signposts and by using highlights and by using great transitions. Key number 6 is being candid and direct. Candid is about having the courage and the accountability to speak up when something needs to be said and somebody else isn't saying it. Direct is about the style that you use. You want to be as direct as possible while still respecting the other individual. So you want to vary the levels of directness depending on what's going to be most effective for you. Key number 7 is user-friendly language. Use plain language that people can understand. Avoid the 3 sins of language that I call smoke, which is overly pretentious language, fog, which is vague language, and friction, which is hedges and which is filler words. Key number 8 is just-in-time communication. Give people just what they need to hear, when they need to hear it, and let them draw more out of you. That ties back to key number 3. If you start down with top-down organization, you give them the main point and then let them draw it at a pace that they can absorb, then you're going to add maximum value to that person. And finally, key number 9 is listen for lean. Remember that communication is a dialogue, it's a two-way. And the best way to do that is to use the differential between your thinking speed and your speaking speed to listen for the other 8 elements of lean and add in or ask questions and respond when necessary. So there you have it. 9 keys to lean communication. Here's the graphic again to remind you. Just a few minutes to review them and a lifetime for you to practice them. If you have any questions at all, here's my contact information and I'd be glad to help you.